What's good? How you living? Nova, the Raw Uncut, is back for you to help you preview UFC 224 live Saturday, May 12th, only on pay-per-view, coming to you from Rio de Janeiro. Main event: Amanda Nunes, UFC Bantamweight Champion, defending against Raquel Pennington. Other than that fight, some other notable fights on this card. You got Brian Lineker taking on Kelleher. Amanda Cooper going up against one of the UFC's top prospects in Mackenzie Dern, and we're definitely gonna get into that particular fight in a second. The last two Raw, the final fight for Vitor Belfort taking on Lyoto the Dragon Machida, and the co-main event being Jacare Souza taking on Kelvin Gastelum. But let's get back into ABC, Amanda Cooper, and Mackenzie Dern. So yesterday was weigh-ins, and Mackenzie Dern weighed in at 123, 7 pounds over the non-title strawweight limit of 116. This was supposed to be a strawweight fight. It is now a catchweight fight. Amanda Cooper will take a bit of Mackenzie's purse for this fight due to the fact that it's now catchweight and that Mackenzie Dern was overweight. Then came some comments from certain people, most notably Jessica I, another 115er, or I guess now she's a 125er, who commented that, she could stand to lose some weight, given that, she has a lot of body fat. She's a bigger girl for that weight class. And then Mackenzie Dern fans, I guess, came out the woodwork, called her out for body shaming. But the thing is, when you are a fighter, especially, if you are walking around at much heavier weights than the class that you're fighting in, which a lot of fighters do, part of your profession to make sure that you do the necessary steps to make weight. Mackenzie Dern did not do that, so it's not fair to call anybody, especially another fighter, out for body shaming when it's actually their job to make sure that they properly manage and take care of their bodies to make the necessary weight that they're actually agreeing to for fights. That will lead into a whole nother conversation about whether or not the weight classes should change and who should be in those weight classes. I'll probably get more into that when I can probably get someone on who can help me understand better how those things work. But as far as the fight itself between Dern and Cooper, this is a classic grappler versus striker matchup, in my opinion. I know Amanda Cooper feels very confident in her striking. Mackenzie Dern feels extremely confident in her jiu-jitsu. This is her kind of homecoming. She's half American, half Brazilian. Her dad is here. He's a jiu-jitsu artist. I know they're gonna want a jiu-jitsu finish. So be looking for that dynamic. I get that she's coming in 6-0, and I get that she's coming in heavy. But I think Mackenzie Dern will eventually get this fight to the ground if she can survive Amanda Cooper striking. It's just a matter of can she. Honestly, I don't think she will. I think she might get caught and look for an upset. I'm going to go ahead and pick Cooper in that fight. Now, let's get to Vitor Belfort, who has been everywhere with this dog. He showed up the media day in PJs. The dude is enjoying this last hurrah. He will be taking on Lyoto the Dragon Machida, coming off of a loss to Derek Brunson. This is one of those fights where it's going to be slow paced and whatnot, but honestly, I don't think it will be. I think they're going to both come out gunslinging, especially Vitor, because that's always been his MO. I expect Vitor actually to get the finish in this fight, first round stoppage. What better way to go out than old school Vitor, home turf, knockout first round? I think Lyoto's game has just fallen, and I don't think we will see the old cerebral Lyoto. I think he will get caught early and won't be able to recover. So I'm picking Lyoto in that fight. The co-main event, Jacare and Gastelum. Jacare, great jiu-jitsu artist. His striking has improved. Kelvin Gastelum has been good all around. However, can good all around help survive a specialist? And Jacare is definitely a specialist when it comes to this ground game, this groundwork. I know Kelvin definitely feels comfortable in any aspect that the fight takes him, which has made him really the commodity that he is. His hands are underrated, extremely underrated. I am so tempted to pick Jacare in this fight because I just believe if A will go the distance, and if it goes the distance, there's home cooking involved in that. But look, I've underestimated Gastelum before. I'm just not going to do it. So I'm picking Gastelum. I will say by second round TKO. Now let's get to the main event. The woman who retired Ronda Rousey versus the woman who retired Miesha Tate. Amanda Nunes, first female Brazilian fighter to defend her belt at home in Brazil. Also the first, openly gay lesbian champion. She doesn't get enough press, actually, and that's another topic in and of itself. I kind of want to get onto, but let's get into this fight. Raquel is another good all-around fighter. She's good on the ground. She is, her striking has improved. She's in a 4-fight win streak. The only concern of mine is just in the clinch, which is also where Amanda shines. But Amanda is much better. We got to see her cardio now be tested after the fight with Valentina Shevchenko. But I just think too much power, too much everything goes into Amanda's favor. I got Amanda Nunes winning, I would say, third round knockout. So that is my prediction for UFC 224. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Peace.